Welcome, race fans, to another edition of Nascar Adam. This is our third to last team preview show. Today we'll be doing Stewart-Haas Racing, and then two more shows after this doing Hendrick and Roush Racing. And then we can start getting into the racing stuff. The Bud Shootout preview show coming your way, and we'll just roll on from there. But like I said, today is about Stewart-Haas Racing. They've got Ryan Newman coming back in the number 39 Haas Automation Chevy with Tony Gibson on the box. Only one win last year at New Hampshire, so we'll see what the cards have in store for him in 2012. Of course, you've got the champ himself, Mr. Three-time Tony Stewart, and that number 14 Office Depot Mobile 1 Chevrolet. He's got a new face on his side, though, Steve Addington, who was with Penske Racing and Kurt Busch last year, and before that he was with Joe Gibbs Racing and Kyle Busch. So he's used to working under strenuous circumstances with those two guys. But he has a lot of wins with them, brings over a lot of information from Joe Gibbs and Penske, so we'll see how he and the champ can gel and produce in 2012. And of course, Stewart has this lady named, what was her name? Janet? Patricia? Danica Patrick, that's what it is. How can I forget? She'll be driving 10, maybe 11 or 12, depending on sponsorship. Races this year with GoDaddy on the car, and she'll be in good hands with Greg Zipadilli on the box and helping her out. So we won't go into too much detail about her since it's just kind of her little float into the Sprint Cup Series, but we'll put up some numbers for that because why not? And speaking of numbers, let's go over to the big board and check them out. Okie dokie, folks. Let's start with Smokey. Last year, of course, he ripped off those 5 wins in the chase. Won the championship, but look at this. Look at this. Top 5s, only 9, which means 5 of them came in the chase, which means he only had 4 top 5s in 26 races. It just shows that the first 26, as long as you make the chase, you got a chance, right? Well, I'm not so optimistic this year for Smoke's win total. I think he's going to win some, but not quite as much. I'm thinking nice 3 sounds awesome as my board almost falls over and hits me in the face. Alright, so 3 wins for Smoke. What he did last year was awesome. I don't think he's going to go on a tear like that in the chase or any other portion of the season. He'll get 3 wins, and that'll be good, but not as good as last year. Top 5s, I'm going to go down a little bit there too. 9. We're going to go with 8. I know, you Stewart fans are hating me. I'm going down on your boy here. 19 top 10s. Once again, 5 of them coming in the chase. But we're going to cut one there too. He's going to get 8s here. 8 top 5s. 18 top 10s. Points position with those numbers. Unless these 3 wins and 8 top 10s or top 5s come in the chase, I don't see him repeating as the champion. But he's not going to go too far down. And my crappy handwriting shows he's going to finish 5th in my book this year in the championship. So 3 wins, 18 top 10s. It's a little bit worse than he did last year, but 5th in the points. That's respectable, but not going to be the repeat that his fans want. Let's move on to Newman, the monster with no neck. 1 win last year. Like I said, that was in the July New Hampshire race, I believe. And Newman's good enough that I can feel comfortable giving him 1 win. I think he'll keep that steady. No more than that, though. I think he's going to match his owner as he did with top 5s from last year. He's going to follow right in his footsteps and have 8 of those bad boys too. And top 10s, 17 of those, he's going to drop down a little bit. I don't know why, but I just don't have that great of a feeling for the Stewart-Haas boys in 2012. Probably not what you want to hear, but I just think the Hendrick and Roush organizations are going to be better this year and kick back some of these numbers from Haas. I'll try to make this final section as quick and painless as possible for some of you folks who aren't necessarily the biggest Danica fans. Of course, we got no 11 numbers to go off of in the Sprint Cup Series. Like, we know she's running 10 races, maybe 11 or 12 wins. I don't think so. That'd be an awful far-fetch. If they're going to come, it's going to be at a restrictor plate track. Top 5s, you know what? let's stir the pot a little bit. Go with that. Like I said, probably going to come at a restrictor plate track, but who knows? There's some tracks on there that she adapts to better than others, and might be some fluky fuel mileage thing or whatever deal, but other than maybe that one top 5, I don't think she's getting another top 10. And if I had top 20s on here, I think she gets about 3 top 20s. I don't think that's too far-fetched, because she's going to be running the whole Nationwide Series and gaining a lot of experience. So maybe 1 top 10 for Danica. Points don't really matter for her. But I see I forgot my points on Newman. Let's go back and check that out. Where did he finish? He finished 9th last year in the chase. Stint won that 1 win. Going down. Got other competition popping up here. He's going to make the chase. Oh yeah, he'll make it. But not going to set the world on fire there. My 12th place pick for the chase, Mr. Newman, not going to be on the stage in Las Vegas for the awards banquet this year. So there you have it. Stewart 3 wins, Newman 1 win. Even top 5s. There you have it. Danica, I give her 1. Who knows what will happen. We'll just have to see. So, there you go, folks. So, there you have it. Champ is not going to repeat in my eyes. I think, what's the common theme in my videos? Competition keeps rising. And really, Stewart was doing pretty terrible last year until the chase, and then he just ripped off those 5 wins. So, if he wants to be another title contender, I think he's going to have to be more consistent throughout and produce a whole lot better. Still giving him those 3 wins, but just don't see another championship. Ryan Newman hasn't really shown me much. He and Tony Gibson only getting that 1 win last year. I think they'll get another one because there are some tracks he does pretty well at. But gonna make the chase, just not gonna be a threat for the championship. Of course, Danica, I gave her that 1 top 5 basically because of restrictor plate track. Anything can happen. Some fluke may happen. I think there's a couple tracks on the schedule for her that she's actually going to do pretty decent at. So who knows? Flukes can happen, and we'll just have to see. I'll talk more about her with my nationwide show. But anywho, there you have it. Stewart going to finish 5th in the points. Ryan Newman 12th. 4 wins between the two. Hendrick show coming up next, and then the Roush show coming up next. So go back and check out my other shows if you haven't watched them on RCR, Joe Gibbs, and Penske. Make some comments, talk with each other. You can jaw at me and poke fun at me, whatever. But that's all I got for today. Check out the other shows coming up and enjoy the Bud Shootout this weekend. See you later.